Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. And today is a debut and the winner of my random draw. So whenever I do random draw episodes, at the end of the episode I do another random draw. So at the end of this one as well, there will be another random draw. And this was something I never heard of. This is called Robotics Notes. And the first song, we're going to be hearing two songs. We have Zwei Augmented Place and Startup. In parentheses it says Abo Takeshi. From the channels Fenrir Daimos and Level Music Anime, requested by Skycloud Observer and P-Funk. I looked up this for 2 seconds and it's a visual novel. Kind of rare on this channel. I allow them. But there's not that many. I want to say it was like, might be the third time I do a visual novel, maybe fourth, I don't know. I've never heard of Robotics Notes, so don't know what to expect here. I'm kind of excited. And yeah, let's get into it. This is the one that won the draw, the Augmented Place. Oh wait, was it? Yeah, okay. Okay, Augmented Place, Zwei Augmented Place, Robotics Notes. Don't know anything about this series. Let me know what they're saying. Really cool art style. Ooh, bass. I'm just gonna be focusing on the music since I can't understand what she's saying. I'm gonna read this little note thing after the song. Just shows you how much variety is in my request list. I don't know. Let me look something up. I wonder if this is like a literal title, Augmented Place. I'll explain after. Or if it's like a metaphor. Let me know if you have any experience with visual novels. Catchy as hell though. I'm a little lost, but it's catchy. Luckily, the language of music I can understand. Really cool drummer, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Keyboard solo? I'll take it. And then full-blown chorus. Some electronic elements in there too. Like a lot of stops, like glitchy stops. Oh, I thought I turned it down. That wasn't me. It just drastically goes down. Okay, I got nervous there. So let me read what this says right here under Robotics notes. As for the science, it may be negative. However, do not forget the thing that there is a scientific side in all the one. The important one is true. Of me, the ruler of my fate, and me also the commander of my soul. Doesn't necessarily... I could be wrong, but that sounds kind of translated. Doesn't sound proper English, but... Okay. So, we're gonna be honest on this one. Obviously, I can only take it for what it is. The music is really catchy, and I was listening to all the musical stuff going on. Vocals, lyrics, I have no idea what's going on, although she was very talented. This is gonna be something where you guys fill in a lot of the gaps, and I kind of want to use this time to just tell me more about the world of visual novels. It is something that I don't know, and I want to like emphasize how much I did not watch anime growing up. I still don't. Manga, anything like that. I just, well, for one, I'm not from there, which doesn't really matter because it's huge here too, but I just never got into it. Nothing against it, I just never got into it. My thing was, I just had other hobbies, you know. But there's just like this whole world out there that I don't even know where to start, you know? It seems like this would be an extension off of a anime series, and that's kind of like all I got from it. But if it's like a standalone thing, then, you know, let me know as well. The only thing, I didn't even know what visual novels were until I started doing this channel. And then people were asking me when I did one, they're like, oh, you do visual novels here? I'm like, what? I just thought it was video game music. And then I found out what it is, and I'm like, yeah, that's acceptable. It's, you know, my only rule here is that it has to be official music from a game. Like no covers, no anything. But I looked into it, and they're basically like playable text story games, kind of, I guess. It's the only way I can put it. I'm like, that's fine. It's essentially a game, right? It's interactive. That's my... Oh, and I could be wrong about this. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. But I think I recall seeing that Ace Attorney is also a visual novel. And I thought that was a game. Or maybe some of them are. I could be wrong about that. Which if that's the case, then that might be, I'm assuming, one of the most popular visual novels. Again, I could be wrong on all this. It's just like really shaky information that I've seen here and there. But either way, I don't mean to ask this in any rude way. It's just literally a question. What is the appeal of a visual novel? Is it just quite literally the fun of a video game, but also the fun of reading, and you know what I mean? I don't know how else to put that. I'm trying to get like there's consumers to this, right? And you guys are the consumers. I want to know what goes through your mind as consumers of this. Not to ridicule, not to anything, just I want to know, you know, how else am I going to find this stuff out? You know, I'm not just going to go up to someone in real life that's holding like manga and be like, why are you reading that? You know, I'm curious, I want to know, but there's no real way to ask that. So as awkward as this may be, I'm just always been curious because it's just something that I've seen my whole life. But, you know, this is like normal in Japan, and this is like for us kind of something we've imported and have to see. It seems like you have to kind of go out of our, maybe not so much anymore, but it seemed like you had to go out of your way to find, you know, all this material. So yeah, basically the whole world is completely foreign to me, but I'm interested in it because it's got a huge fan base. The music is cool. Although, I have no idea what was said. It seems to have like a very light, at least for this one, it seems to have like a very lighthearted feel to it. Like those three on the bench look like they're just kind of like, I don't know. It just looks just whimsical. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is I wonder if this name is Augmented Place, like if that's a literal. Because when I think Augmented, I think of music theory, right? Augmented, something goes up, like it's enhanced by a little, like it's moved up. A note is augmented. It's the opposite of diminished. So when I think of augmented place, it sounds kind of like a metaphorical thing of like something that got like renovated, you know? I don't know, that's just a total shot in the dark. So I'm very curious if it was just like a, like if this title makes more sense, you know, in its native language, or if that's just exactly what it means. Let me know. I really, truly, honestly don't know. But there's not much I can say about it because I don't, you know, I don't understand what she was saying. But it was cool and it was catchy. And that's one thing I will always say about like a lot of Japanese media is that almost 99.9% of it is super catchy. It's super catchy. And that's how you know it's strong, because some of us probably don't even know what they're saying. And yet it's still catchy. This one is Startup. And then in parentheses, Abo Takeshi. I don't know if that's a composer or if it's a character theme. And there's a little robot there. So I guess, okay. I'm guessing this is like they're in school and it's a robotics class. That's the only thing I can really think about. Okay, this is Startup. Hello. Ooh. Immediately grabbed my attention. I'm supposed to be reading during this? Or I guess pressing buttons. Ooh. What a shift. Ooh. Now the first one feels like a title theme or something. Wow. I kind of love it already. Oh, dude. I'm getting excited. Of course. What? Oh, this is like soothing to the soul. Just that bass frequency is just... A light choir? That is nice. That is really nice. Ooh, where are we going? Damn. Shout out to the people that stuck around. Maybe some people, like, you know, after the first song, they're like, oh, I don't want to hear the second one. Missed out on this. Ooh. Sounds kind of sci-fi movie. I love that sound. They're still adding more. I'm very upset that this only has 83,000 views. It needs way more than that. Alright, just curious. Raise of hands, but if anyone who's heard this for the first time that thought the second song was gonna sound exactly like the first. Now, I'm not one to judge something, but I just really thought it was gonna sound exactly like the first song or something very similar. And I'm not gonna say I'm glad I stuck around because I have to, but it's like getting surprised is always so fun. It's like one of the highlights of doing this. Because we were just talking about, you know, language barrier and everything. Well, music is the universal language. I don't have to know, you know, well, I mean, it'd be nice to know what's going on here, but I understand that. I understand that I'm supposed to groove and, you know, be pleasantly surprised with my ears at that, because that was super dope. And I have to keep reminding myself, I'm like, okay, it's a visual novel, so there's no like action on the screen per se. Like, I'm not controlling a character per se. Well, who knows, actually? I have no idea. As far as I know, the gist of it, I'm sure they're all different, but the formula is characters on screen, portraits of them, maybe their mouths move, and then text that you're scrolling through. And then obviously the scenery keeps changing. So I'm like, what is playing during that? What is happening during that? That was so... I don't even know what that was. But it really, you know, I think that's what makes the idea of a visual novel pretty cool. It's just like, they still take the time to add really like badass music in somewhere we probably might have not expected. I don't know. I didn't. Everything I've heard from visual novels has been cool, but it's just so foreign to me that it feels like the first time every time, you know. That was kind of amazing. The synthesizers were awesome, and the main highlight for me was the synth bass just plowing along, like that just sounded fantastic to me. Drums are on point. It kept kind of changing. I don't know if it really looped. It felt like it was progressively moving along. I don't know. That is definitely something I'm going to have in the background of my videos for sure. That was awesome. And now the sheer contrast between the first and this song is so massive. The first one now felt like a completely different thing. It didn't even feel like the same game, same visual novel, same series, same anything. But if I had to guess, the first one was more of a main theme, splash screen, something like that. And then this one is like definitely in game. And man, how different was that? First one was all electric guitars and, you know, J-rock and all that, J-pop. This one was just like, I don't know. Damn, dude, that was so cool. And the reason I say that earlier was like the people that stuck around is because like the first song wasn't bad. It's just I have a feeling, you know, unlike me, like where I have to stay and watch these, you guys have the option to just click off whenever you want. So there's probably a chance that if someone, you know, didn't like the first song or didn't understand it, they didn't hear this spectacular thing here. And I don't want to like discredit the first song, but damn, dude, like that was sick. And to me felt like it's gonna be one of those like buried treasures. I don't know how popular this thing is. I might upload it and I might have like 5 million views tomorrow. I have no idea. But I've been doing this for a while and it just feels like this might be kind of like low key. There's only 3 requests for this entire series in my entire backlog, meaning there's only 1 left. So in my request list, it's not that popular. I've never heard of it. I've never heard it mentioned. I've never seen it. And now that this banger was like deep into the video, it's gonna have like the special place, I think, that I'm always gonna remember it. That was a really good song. The first one was good too. I just didn't understand what was going on, you know? But just the sheer difference is just so mind-boggling. I went from not understanding what was happening and feeling very lost and very foreign to being completely immersed and did not want that to end. That was awesome. And I don't know if this is like this for anyone else or just me, but like I said, the first one wasn't bad, but when it comes to stuff like this, especially hearing the variety of them too, this one enhances the first one for me now, because I don't know what it is. It gives me like an appreciation for like what else is there. Like it's attached to it, you know, it's associated with it, and that's cool in some way. You know what I mean? Like the first one is automatically way cooler because this one exists. I don't know how else to put that. It just does. It just does. It's like connected to it, and it seems like something, as weird as this sounds, but it seems like something you could share to a friend without saying anything. Like, let's say it is a title theme, right? Let's just give an example. Like you're showing your friend something and you're like, hey, check this game out or visual novel out. And, you know, say that song plays at the beginning, and you're watching them play it or something. And then they get to like this section, and then all of a sudden they're just like, whoa, you know, it's the same thing. And I don't know how else to explain it. It's just what's coming to my mind. But that was awesome. That was super, super cool. I wonder how many visual novels I have in my backlog. I really have no idea. I have no idea. Anyways, that was awesome. Thank you to the requesters. And I will now move on to my next random draw now. I already have it ready. Here it is. That's what it looks like. Every time I do a random draw video, at the very end, I do this, and then we can just see what it is starting now. Look at all those entries. There's thousands of songs right there. Just Terra Enigma, Light and Darkness. Who requested that? Terra Enigma? Have I heard Terra Enigma? That was Captain Koek. I know that name. Have I heard this game? Terra Enigma. Is that a debut? That's a debut. That's a debut. I've never heard Terra Enigma. Yep. I have a few requests for it. Alright. Well, congrats to Captain Koek. Cool. Let me know whatever you want to tell me about this game, about visual novels, about Japanese media in general, whatever you want to tell me. That was sick. And I will see you in that Terra Enigma video. But thank you Skycloud Observer and P-Funk for both those requests. I've never heard of it, but now I need to know more, and now you're going to hear this in my background. Okay, cool. Thank you to all my patrons you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Peace.